I'll tell you a tale of peace and love. White fella diddle da day do day, of a land that rules all lands above. White fella diddle da day do day. May peace and plenty be her share, who kept our home from a want and care. Oh, God bless England is our prayer. White fella diddle da day do day, white fella diddle da day do day. So we say every day, come and join the IRA. White fella diddle da day do day. Now when we were savage, fierce and wild, white fella diddle da day do day. She came as a mother unto her child, white fella diddle da day do day. She gently raised us from the slime, she kept our hands from a hellish crime, and she sent us off to heaven in our own good time. White fella diddle da day do day, white fella diddle da day do day. So we say every day, come and join the IRA. White fella diddle da day do day. Ah, now our fathers off to our naughty boys. White fella diddle da day do day. For guns and pikes are dangerous ties. White fella diddle da day do day. At Ballyahbui and Peter's Hill, well, we made old England cry her fill. But old Britannia loves us still. White fella diddle da day do day, white fella diddle da day do day. So we say every day, come and join the IRA. White fella diddle da day do day. Ah, now Irishmen forget the past. White fella diddle da day do day, and think of the time that is coming fast. White fella diddle da day do day, when we shall all be civilized, neat and clean and well advised. Won't Mother England be surprised? White fella diddle da day do day, white fella diddle da day do day. So we say every day, come and join the IRA. White fella diddle da day do day.
Was on Good Friday morning, quite early in the day, a German vessel lay signalling beyond there in the bay. We've 20,000 rifles here, all ready for to land, but no answering signal came to them from lonely Banna Strand. No signal answers from the shore, Sir Roger sadly said. No friends are here to welcome me, I fear they must be dead. But I must do my duty, and at once I mean to land. So in a boat he pulled ashore on lonely Banna Strand. The German ships were lying there with rifles in galore. Up came a British ship and spoke, no Germans reach the shore. You are our empire's enemy, and so we bid you stand. No German foot shall e'er pollute the lonely Banna Strand. They sailed for Queenstown harbour, said the Germans, we're undone. The British are our masters, man for man and gun for gun. We've 20,000 rifles here, which ne'er will reach the land. We'll sink them all and bid farewell to lonely Banna Strand. The RIC were hunting for Sir Roger high and low. They found him at McKenna's fort, said they, you are our foe. He said, I'm Roger Casement, I've come to my native land to help to free my countrymen on lonely Banna Strand. They took Sir Roger prisoner and they sailed for London town. And in the tower they lodged him as a traitor to the crown. Said he, I am no traitor, but his trial he had to stand for bringing German rifles to the lonely Banna Strand. Was in an English prison where they led him to his death. I'm dying for my country, he said with his last breath. He's buried in a prison yard far from his native land. And the wild waves sing his requiem on lonely Banna Strand.
In Dublin city I was brought up, that city of great fame. My parents reared me tenderly, and many can tell the same. For being a bold and daunted youth, I was sent across the main. For 7 long years in New South Wales to wear a convict's chain. I hadn't been but 7 short days upon the Australian shore when I turned out a Fenian lad, as I'd always been before. There was McNamara from yonder wood, and Captain Mackie too, and those were the bold associates of bold Jack Donahue. As O'Donahue went walking out one day just afternoon, and little was his notion that his death would come so soon, when a sergeant of the horse police discharged from his carabine and shouted out to O'Donahue to fight or to resign. I resign to you, you cowardly dog, is a thing that I'll never do. I'd rather fight with all of my might and ne'er for mercy sue. I'll range the woods and the valleys like a wolf or a kangaroo before I'd work for the government, cried Bold Jack Donahue. 9 rounds the horse police discharged until the fatal ball lodged in the heart of O'Donahue, and which caused him for to fall. And as he breathed his last farewell to this world, he then bid adieu. Remember, comrades, both brave and small, pray for Jack Donahue.
As down the glen one Easter morn to a city fair rode I, there met lines of marching men in squadrons passed me by. No pipe did hum, no battle drum did sound its loud tattoo, but the Angelus bell or the Liffey swell rang out through the foggy dew. Right proudly high over Dublin town, they flung out the flag of war. 'Twas better to die 'neath an Irish sky than at Suvler or Soudel Bar. When from the plains of Royal Meath strong men came hurrying through, while the English Huns with their long-range guns poured hell through the foggy dew. 'Twas England bade our wild geese go, that small nations might be free. But their lonely graves are by Sulva's waves, o'er the fringe of the great North Sea. Oh, had they died by Pierce's side, or had fought with the noble Cathal, their names would keep where the Fenians sleep, 'neath the shroud or the foggy dew. But the bravest fell, and the requiem bell rang mournfully loud and clear, for those who died that Easter tide in the springtime of their year. While the world did gaze with deep amaze at these fearless men but few, who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew.
As I was walking down the street, all feeling fine and larky, oh, a recruiting sergeant said to me, boy, you'd look fine in khaki, oh. Our king, he is in need of men, come read his proclamation, oh, and life in Flanders for you now would make a fine vacation, oh. Oh, well, that might be so, says I to him, but tell me, sergeant dearie, oh, if I'd a pack stuck around me back, do you think I'd look fine and cheery, oh? You'd make me train and drill until I damn near lost me senses, and it might be warm in Flanders, but it's drafty in the trenches, oh. The sergeant swung his wee bit cane and his smile was most provoking, oh. He twiddled and twirled his little moustache, says he, you must be joking, oh. The sandbags are so nice and dry, the wine will keep you glowing, oh. And the Collins will take a shine to you, says I. What if it's snowing, oh? Or come hail or rain or wind or snow, I'm not going out to Flanders, oh. While there's fighting in Dublin to be done with your sergeants and commanders, oh. Let Englishmen for England fight, it's just about time they started, oh. And I bade the sergeant a very good night, and thereupon departed, oh.
I had a true love, if ever a girl had one. I had a true love, a brave lad was he. One fine Easter Monday with his gallant comrades, he started away for to make old Ireland free. All around me hat I wear a tricolour ribbon, all around me hat until death comes to me. If anybody asks me why I'm wearing that ribbon, it's all for my true love I never more shall see. His bandolier around him, his bright bayonet shining, short service rifle, a joy to be seen. There was joy in my heart, though he left me repining, and he started away for to make old Ireland free. All around me hat I wear a tricolored ribbon, all around me hat until death comes to me. If anybody asks me why I'm wearing that ribbon, it's all for my true love I never more shall see. In praying and watching the dark days passed over, the sound of the gun brought no message to me. I prayed for my country, I prayed for my true love, that he might be safe and old Ireland be free. All around me hat I wear a tricolored ribbon, all around me hat until death comes to me. If anybody asks me why I'm wearing that ribbon, It's all for my true love I never more shall see. The battle was over, they brought me his message, his last whispered words they brought unto me. I died for my country, I fought for her glory. I gave up my life that all Ireland be free. All around me hat I wear a tricolour ribbon, all around me hat until death comes to me. If anybody asks me why I'm wearing that ribbon, it's all for my true love I never more shall see.
'Twas down by the wayside I met an old woman, a plucking young nettle, she ne'er had me come in. I listened a while to the tune she was humming, glory-o, glory-o, to the Bold Fenian Men. 'Tis 50 long years since I saw the moon beaming on tall manly forms with their hopes ever gleaming. I'll see them again in my everyday dreaming. Glory-o, glory-o, to the Bold Fenian Men. Some fell by the wayside, some died with a stranger, and wise men have told us their cause was a failure. But they loved dear old Ireland, and they never feared danger. Glory-o, glory-o, to the Bold Fenian Men. I passed on my way, God be praised that I met her. Be my life long or short, I will never forget her. We may have good men, but we'll never have better. Glory-o, glory-o, to the Bold Fenian Men.
Come all you young rebels and list while I sing. For love of one's country is a terrible thing. It banishes fear with the speed of a flame, and makes us all part of the Patriot Game. My name is O'Hanlon, I'm just gone 16. My home is in Monaghan, and there I was weaned. I was taught all my life cruel England to blame, and so I'm a part of the Patriot Game. 'Tis barely 2 years since I wandered away with the local battalion of the bold IRA. I read of our heroes and wanted the same, to play out my part in the Patriot Game. They told me how Connolly was shot in a chair, his wounds from the battle all bleeding and bare, his fine body twisted, all battered and lame. They soon made him part of the Patriot Game. This Ireland of mine has for long been half free. 6 counties are under John Bull's tyranny, and still De Valera is greatly to blame for shirking his part in the Patriot Game. I don't mind a bit if I shoot down police,
Their lackeys for war, never guardians of peace. But yet as deserters I'm never letting those rebels who sold out the Patriot Game. And now as I lie with my body all hoose, I think of those traitors who bargained and sold. I'm sorry my rifle has not done the same for the quislings who sold out the Patriot Game.
I am a true-born Irishman, John Mitchell is my name. When first I joined my countrymen, from Newrytown I came. I laboured hard both night and morn to free my native land. For this I was transported unto Van Diemen's Land. When first I joined my countrymen, it was in 42. And just what happened after that, I'll quickly tell to you. I raised the standard of our hope, and I gloried in the deed. And I swore to heaven that I ne'er would rest till old Ireland would be free. Farewell, my gallant comrades, it grieves my heart full sore to think that I must part from you, perhaps forevermore. The love I bore my native land, I know no other crime, and that's the reason I must go unto a foreign clime. As I lay in strong irons bound before my trial day, my loving wife came to my side and thus to me did say, "Oh, John, me dear, cheer up your heart, undaunted always be. For it's better to die for old Ireland's cause than live in slavery." They put me on a convict ship without the least delay. For Bermuda's Isle our course was set, I'll never forget the day. As I stood upon the deck to take a farewell view, I shed a tear, but not for fear, my native land for you. Goodbye, goodbye to sweet Belfast, and likewise Dublin too. And to my young and tender babe, alas, what will they do? There's one request I ask of you, when you're liberty again. Remember Mitchell far away, a convict bound in chains.
In the year of 1798, a sorrowful tale, the truth to you I'll relate, of 36 heroes till the world were left to be seen. By a false information were shot on Dunlaven Green. Bad luck to you, Saunders, for you did their lives betray. You said a parade would be held on that very day. Our drums they did rattle, our fifes they did sweetly play. Surrounded we were and privately marched away. quite easy. They led us as prisoners through the town, to be slaughtered on the plain. We then were forced to kneel down. Such grief and such sorrow were never before there seen, when the blood ran in streams down the dykes of Dunlaven Green. There is young Matty Farrell, there's plenty of cause to complain. Also the two Duffies who were shot down on the plain, and young Andy Ryan, his mother distracted will run, for her own brave boy, her beloved eldest son. Bad luck to you, Sanders, bad luck may you never shun, that the widow's curse may melt you like snow in the sun. The cries of the orphans whose murmurs you cannot screen, for the murder of their dear fathers on Dunlaven Green. Some of our boys to the hills they are going away, some of them shot and some of them going to sea. Mickey Dwyer in the mountains to Saunders he owes a spleen, for his loyal brothers who were shot on Dunlaven Green.
On a dreary New Year's Day, as the shades of night came down, when the lorry load and the volunteers approached the border town, there were men from Dublin, men from Cork, Fermanagh and Tyrone, but their leader was a Limerick man, shone south of Garryon, and as they passed along the street toward the barrack door, they scorned the danger they would meet, the fate that lay in store. They were fighting for old Ireland's cause, to regain their rightful own, and the foremost of that gallant band was south from Garryon. But the sergeant spoiled their daring fun, for he spied them through the door, and the rifles and the Sten guns soon their deadly hail did pour. And when that fearful night was done, two men lay cold as stone, and one was from the border, and one from Garryon. No more will he hear the seagulls cry, or the murmuring Shannon's tide, for he fell beneath a northern sky, O'Hanlon at his side. He has gone to join all that gallant band of Plunkett, Pearse and Tone, a martyr to old Ireland, shone south of Garryon.
Craigavon sent the peelers out to shoot the people down. He thought the IRA were dead in dear old Belfast town. But when he got to Belfast he was seriously delayed by the fighting 1st Battalion of the Belfast Brigade. Glory, glory to old Ireland, glory, glory to the Sireland, glory to the memory of the men who fought and fell. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade. We have no costly tenders nor no fancy cars to show. We're ready to defend ourselves no matter where we go. We're out for our republic, to hell with every state. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade. Glory, glory to old Ireland. Glory, glory to the Sireland. Glory to the memory of the men who fought and fell. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade. Now the soldiers came from Hollywood equipped with English guns. They'd men by the thousand, ammunition by the ton. But when they got to Belfast they were seriously delayed with the rifles and revolvers of the Belfast Brigade. Glory, glory to old Ireland. Glory, glory to the Sireland. Glory to the memory of the men who fought and fell. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
Attend, you gallant Irishmen, and listen for a while. I'll sing to you the praises of the sons of Erin's Isle. It's of those valiant heroes who voluntarily ran to release 2 Irish Fenians from an English prison van. On the 18th of September, it was a dreadful year, when sorrow and excitement ran throughout all Lancashire. At a gathering of the Irish boys, they volunteered each man to release those Irish prisoners out of the prison van. Kelly and Dempsey were their names, I suppose you knew them well. Remanded for a week they were in Bellevue jail to dwell, when taking on the prisoners back their trial for to stand. To make a safe deliverance they conveyed them in a van. William Dempsey was a man of good and noted fame. Likewise Michael Larkin, we'll ne'er forget his name. With young Allen and O'Brien, they took a part so grand in the glorious liberation and the smashing on the van. In Manchester one morning, those heroes did agree. Their leaders, Kelly and Dicey, should have their liberty. They drank a health to Ireland, then soon made up a plan to meet the prisoners on the road and take and smash the van. With courage bold those heroes went, and soon the van did stop. They cleared the guards from front and back, and then smashed in the top. But in blowing open of the lock, they chanced to kill a man. So 3 must die on the scaffold high for the smashing on the van. One cold November morning in 1867, these martyrs to their country's cause a sacrifice were given. God save Ireland was the cry, all through the crowd it ran. The Lord have mercy on the boys that helped to smash the van.
I met with Napper Tandy and he took me by the hand. He asked me how was I on land and how didn't she stand. She's the most distressful country that ever you have seen. For they're hanging men and women for the wearing of the green. For the wearing of the green, for the wearing of the green. My native land I cannot stand for the wearing of the green. My father loved you tenderly, he lies within your breast. But I who would have died for you must never so be blessed. For laws, their cruel laws have said that seas must run between all Ireland and her faithful sons who love to wear the green. For the wearing of the green, for the wearing of the green. And my native land I cannot stand for the wearing of the green. Oh, I care not for the thistle, and I care not for the rose. When bleak winds round us whistle, neither down a crimson shows. But like hope to him who's friendless, when no joy around the scene, or our graves with love that's endless, blooms our own beloved green. For the wearing of the green, for the wearing of the green, and my native land I cannot stand for the wearing of the green.
What's the news, oh my bold Shelmalier, with your long-barreled gun of the sea? Say what wind from the sun blows his messenger here, with a hymn of the dawn for the free. Goodly news do I bring you forth, goodly news shall you hear, bargee man. For the boys march at dawn from the south to the north, led by Kelly, the boy from Killane. Tell me who is the giant with the gold curling hair, he who rides at the head of your band. 7 feet is his height with some inches to spare, and he looks like a king in command. Oh, me boys, that's the pride of the bold Shelmaliers, mongst our greatest of heroes a man. Fling your beavers aloft and give 3 rousing cheers for John Kelly, the boy from Killane. Enniscorth is in flames and old Wexford is won, and the Barrow tomorrow we cross. On a hill o'er the town we have planted a gun that will batter the gateways to Ross. All the Forth men and bargee men march o'er the heath, with brave Harvey to lead on the van. But the foremost of all in that grim gap of death will be Kelly, the boy from Killane. But the gold sun of freedom grew dark in that Ross, and it set by the slain his red waves. And poor Wexford, stripped naked, hung high on a cross, with her heart pierced by traitors and slaves. Glory, oh, to her brave sons who died for the cause of long downtrodden man. Glory, oh, to Mount Leinster's own darling and pride, dauntless Kelly, the boy from Killane.
On Corrie-Doon the heat was brown, the sun there shone on Ardnally. The dark green leaves bent trembling down, they kissed the slumbering on the buoy. The morning blast was sweeping fast through many's the leafless tree, and I'm alone, for he has gone, my hawk has flown, Green. The sun did shine on Foggy Dew, the breeze did blow on the lea, the bright green leaves then trembling down to kiss the murmuring on the buoy. That happy day, 'twas but last May, it's like a dream to me, when Donald swore I yore and door, we'd part no more a storm of green. Soft April showers and the bright May flowers may bring the summer back again, but will they bring me back the hours I spent with my brave Donald then? 'Tis but a chance he's gone to France to wear the fleur-de-lis, but I'll follow you, my Donald do, for still I'm true to you, Green.
Lift Mackay, hero, your face, brooding o'er the old disgrace that Black Fitzwilliam stormed your place and drove you to the fern. Grey said victory was sure, soon the firebrand he'd secure, until he met at Glenmalure with Feark MacHugh O'Byrne. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, Feark will do what Feark will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, for fallen is your star low. Up with halbert, out with sword, on we go for by the Lord. Feark MacHugh has given his word, now follow me up to Carlow. See the swords of Glenameal flashing o'er the English pale, and all the children on the gale neath O'Byrne's banners. Rooster of a fighting stock, oh will you let this Saxon cock crow out upon your Irish rock? Fly up and teach him manners. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, Feark will do what Feark will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, for fallen is your star low. Up with halbert, out with sword, on we go for by the Lord. Feark MacHugh has given his word, now follow me up to Carlow. From Tassaga to Clonmore flows a stream of Saxon gore, and great is Rory O'Gormore, sending loons to Hades. White is sick and Lane is dead, now for Black Fitzwilliam's head we'll send it over bleeding red to Liza and the ladies. Curse and swear, Lord Kildare, Feark will do what Feark will dare. Now Fitzwilliam, have a care, for fallen is your star low. Up with halbert, out with sword, on we go for by the Lord. Feark MacHugh has given his word, now follow me up to Carlow.
They're looking for monkeys in the zoo, and if I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. When I was young, I used to be the finest lad that you ever did see, and the Prince of Wales, he said to me, go and join the British Army. Tooraloo, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. If I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Sarah Connellan baked the cake, she baked it just for slattery's sake, but I threw myself into the lake, pretending I was balmy. Tooraloo, 'twas the only thing that I could do to work me to get back to you and stuff the British Army. Captain Healy went away and his wife got in the family way, and the only words that she would say was blame the British Army. Tooraloo, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. If I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Captain Healy's a terrible drought, just give him a couple of bottles of stout and he'll bait the enemy with his mouth and save the British Army. Tooraloo, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. If I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Now me 7 long years are done, and I'm handing in me carabine gun to give to some other mother's son and stuff the British Army. Tooraloo, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. If I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army. Tooraloo, they're looking for monkeys in the zoo. If I had a face like you, I'd join the British Army.